Hello, everyone, and welcome to Building a Drag and Drop Website, a beautiful website with DotcomPal. I'm Kareem with Team DotcomPal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, sell, and manage from one place. And I'm joined by my awesome co-host, Abinati Suarez. How you doing, Abi?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing today?
Doing awesome, doing awesome. I'm doing great because for the longest time I had to use WordPress and be in the WordPress jungle, as we talked about. And if
Yeah.
someone had told me way back in the day, hey, you could create a website in 10 seconds, I'd be like, sorry, I had a little connection there. So even wondering if I could connect a website like that, I don't know if that would have even been possible. Um, because back in the day, I just to give you a history of my website experience, I started out with HTML and doing it on Adobe products, doing HTML and then doing JavaScript and PHP. And I had to look back and forth and make sure everything was okay. Well, then WordPress comes out and I'm super excited. I can upload a theme now. I can do a lot of the back end stuff, but I still have to go back and forth. There's still a little bit of code. I'm trying to figure out anchors. I'm trying to figure out pages. I'm trying to figure out posts. It's still confusing. But now, today, we're going to solve all of that. But first, I wanted to share what makes a website awesome. And I know you have a lot of experience with websites. I'd even like to hear from our audience, people watching on YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, I remember too.
Yeah, it's
I
been
remember also when I was creating at the beginning with websites. And when I meet some people trying to build a website, they created everything from scratch with pure HTML. And then they welcome HTML and then script, JavaScript, and then different languages, but they created everything from scratch. Like it's really challenging to do that. It takes a lot of time, but today it's not necessary to do that anymore because technology has made it possible, so you can create a website, even build a website. It's not like creating a website. It's actually building a website because there are many elements already done, already programmed. So you can just drag and drop. You can just click and stuff and put there, and you don't have to code anything because that's the beauty of technology, that you are able to do something stuff really easy and fast, and also being able to do it unique too. Because many people think, well, yeah, creating a template, using a template, so everybody has the same template. Well, it's not like that. You can even edit it. Yeah, there is a template, so you can do stuff, you can do things fast, but you can also even edit it. You can get inside, and you don't have to get into the code. You have to get inside the website, the design, and you can change stuff. You can change stuff around. You can drag something and move it to somewhere else. You can click on something and change its color, change its text, change everything you want, and also make it unique. So that's not about, oh, well, okay, templates. Yeah, but you can also edit them. You can drag it, drop, and just do anything you want without touching a single line of code. So that's the beauty of technology right now for building websites.
Yeah. And I love you brought that up because I think we've both been through the development phase and the WordPress phase. And I'd like to know, people watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube, everyone, do you have a website? And if so, how did you create it? So today I'm going to go over what makes a website awesome, some different builders you can use that are out there, and then show you how to make an awesome one with DotcomPal literally in seconds. Just boom, boom, boom. It's going to be great. So everyone, you might be asking, okay, well, that's fine. You're talking about websites. What makes a good website? Because people used to come to me and say, hey, Kareem, I want a website back when I did WordPress. And I say, what kind of website do you want? And they say one that makes money. And I'll say, let's narrow it down a little bit. You know, what makes a good, first of all, pick a niche. And then they picked a niche and they didn't know, they always asked, what makes a good website? I looked at some articles I really wanted to find out back in the day, and I still like this article. It's at BeckyMolenkamp.com, 10 things that make a great website. So what are they? An updated and modern design. Your website is, as far as I'm concerned, especially now that we're all online during this international situation, it's your biggest asset, pretty much. That's where people are going to go. And if you have text that's hard to read, if the functionality is hard, there's things popping up here and there. If it's not clean, you got clashing colors, you got a lot of things going on. It's busy is another way of saying that. Then the audience is either going to miss out, they're not going to get the message, or they're not going to see your call to action. So as far as I'm concerned, keeping an updated and modern website is important to your business. That's how people are going to see it, and that's how they're going to judge you. Next thing, if you're going to do call to actions, you want your business information there. And I would say this even goes for landing pages, you know, as you saw yesterday, when we were working on the landing page for the funnel, you know, put your email on there, put your phone number, put your business on. You should even do this on your Facebook, have a header, footer, contact page, all that type of stuff. Why is that important? Because someone says, hey, I like this business website. You want to give them a way to contact you. I can't tell you how many websites I've been on, and I'm saying, wow, this is a great website. It looks really good. How do I contact them? They have a contact form, and that's about it. I don't even know if it went to their email, their spam, their assistant's email. I don't know where it went. And maybe you've had that issue as well, Avi. You see a great website, but you can't contact the person. What do you do? And how do you do business? So
yeah, that's right. Because we have to be able to contact them, and also there is a lot of technology behind of that, because you can even call them from inside the website. I knew an app that can do that. So there is always a way to get in contact with them, and it is really important because people want to talk to real people, to real persons, and they want to get results fast. And it increases, for example, a lot of people use social media also to get in touch with them, and that's great, that's fine, because the people just want to look for a way to get in contact with you, and it's important to have that updated. And also it's important to don't have a pain trying to update your website. Maybe someone created a website for you. Oh, great! I paid like $1,000 for a website. It's nice, looking great. Then a few months later, you need to update it, and then you have to pay again for updating it. So you need to have a way to update it fast, quickly, and without all the headache on updating things. So that's the important also to consider.
And I actually used to help people go in, update their theme, update their plugins, update WordPress, and something breaks. And then
that's another one.
You have a heart attack.
That's a different and horrible updating.
Yeah. And then you have a mini heart attack, and you're like, what do I do? I'm like, hey, there's a little issue. I'm working on it. And then I talk to my developer friend. It's not a fun time. I think we've all been there. But yeah, you want a nice, modern looking website. You want it to update as well. You want a way for people to contact you, and it also has to be mobile friendly. Here's the thing. As things change, most people are on their phone. Not only are you missing out if you're not on your phone, because I asked my friend, what is the biggest way to do well? How did you increase your sales? He's like, not only did I start getting on the phone more, but I made sure my website was mobile friendly. Because if it's not, Google's SEO algorithm is going to knock it down, unfortunately. It's going to see that, hey, this isn't good for mobile usability, and that's a big no-no for Google. So if they can't call you, if they can't read your content, if it's not mobile friendly, because they may be most likely on this, unfortunately, they're probably going to bounce. And that's just how it is. But we have a solution. Next one is quality content. As me and Abhi have said, even in our video course, when we're talking about uploading a video, what was the important one after it came? Quality, speed, and making sure it looked good, and branding, content. Because if they're on your website, they want quality content. They want a clear purpose, call to action, helpful content. What are you there to do? And we'll show you a way you can create quality content, a bunch of articles, and a bunch of stuff really, really quickly. Next is internal links. This probably sounds a little bit tough, and this has to do with SEO, but if you have internal links, which you can get from different places, they're going to help people stay on your website longer. They'll lower your bounce rate. And a lot of people do this with related posts or creating other web pages within their website, and you can put internal links there. Next is social media icons, which is another really cool feature we'll do with DotcomPal. As far as I'm concerned, this was written in 2016, but it's ever more pertinent now. Almost everyone has social media. If you don't have a Facebook, if you don't have a Twitter or a LinkedIn, that may be one way that you're missing out, because you can use these platforms and you can enter them in DotcomPal in your settings and then drag that over and then show your social media icons. Because if someone wants to connect with you, say they don't want to talk to you on the phone, they're shy. Say they don't want to send you an email for whatever reason. How are you going to connect? Social media, folks. Social media is a powerful tool, and it's a good way to connect for your business through your Facebook page, your Twitter, your Instagram, and any other platforms. Next is powerful visuals. Now, powerful visuals is a great way to bring people in, and that could also be a deciding factor. So make sure you have nice images ready to go. And you can get those different freelancing sites if you're not a graphic designer. I'm not myself. And if you use images consistent with your brand, consistent with your content, you'll do well, because just like videos, just like we talked about videos, branding, speed, and quality, if you take out the speed and quality and just look at branding and content, branding is huge. Why is branding huge? Because they see it on your video. They see it on your website. They create an image in your mind. Think of Apple, McDonald's, Microsoft, Tesla now, which I've been reading about. You recognize those visuals and it creates some kind of idea. Now, when you're on a website, you can create powerful visuals with great pictures and great images as well that bring people in. And that's going to travel into my next couple of points. You want cohesive branding. You don't want tons and tons of colors and fonts. You don't want 6 colors and fonts. You just want some static, not to say static, but I would say cohesive colors and fonts. And you want your social media accounts there. You want your business brand there, a nice logo, so people can get used to your brand. And when they see your brand, they go, that's Kareem's brand. That's Abenadi's brand. That's the SendGrid guru. I see his brand. I noticed him, and he's switching to Elastic Mail. So then an easy to navigate menu is key. Why? I think an issue happens with a lot of websites where people have too much going on. As I said before in my previous point, you want it to be mobile friendly. You want updated, modern design. What's the best way to do that? An easy to navigate menu. Why? Because if there's so many things, I'm going to click over here, a pop-up, this thing over here. If it's too busy, it's going to be too much for the user. And some people are just going to say, hey, it's too much, and you're not going to be able to convert them, even if you have a modern design. So a simple and easy website to understand is great if it's easy to navigate. And last, you want clear calls to action. When you want someone to do something, you have to tell them that. I used to think on YouTube, one thing when I first started making videos, no one was subscribing. And I asked my friend on Facebook, this is a funny story, why are people not subscribing? He said, are you telling them to? I'm like, no, I just kind of figured they would. He's like, no, make a call to action. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to sign up for the service or product. Tell them to jump on the newsletter. Tell them to share posts. Tell them to go to this website. Website visitors don't like it when they're on a website and they're not really sure what they're there for. They click, why am I here for? It's not going to be a good experience. So your calls to action should be quick, clear, concise.
You know why?
Interesting.
I would like to share. Why Facebook is really really successful, because, and also other social media try to follow the same pattern, because they they have a lot of action buttons. For example, like is sorry, like is an action. When you like is an action. So everybody knows, oh, like that photo, or like the picture or website or whatever.
Hmm.
It's an action. It's a short action, and you know exactly what it means. Also, share is another action. Comment is another action. So those are buttons that makes you do something. And that's the idea of building a website. You have to let people know the easiest way possible, the fastest way possible, also to make actions, to click, to view, to comment, to share, etc. And that is a very important thing. Now you have shown only 10, but there are many different elements for creating a high converting website, or a website that make money, like your friend said. Yeah, there are many elements to make that, and that's something that, thanks to website builders, help us to accomplish all of them at the same time while you are building a website. But also you have to pick the right one. You have to pick the right website builder, because I know there are many good website builders, and they strive to do their best in what they are created for, and they are great. But also there is always a room for improvement. There is always something that can be easier and better, because that's the idea of technology. Technology lets you to do something easier, faster, and better quality, the shortest time way, and also the easiest way possible, because that's what we want to do. We want to look for the easiest way to do it, the fastest way to do it, so we can succeed faster, and also we can have better lives. Imagine we are in the middle of a pandemic, so there is a lot of stress right now. And also, if we make more stress creating website builders that are more stressful, people will get crazy outside and inside their house trying to use a website, and just having a great pain trying to do it. So that's the idea. We need to look for things that can be easier, faster, and more comfortable, and we can feel even happy doing it. And that's what I want to share, that I'm really enjoying right now with DotcomPal, and we will show you that in a sec.
Yes. And definitely, I like all those points you made. Just to top it off, yes, those are 10 ways, but there's a lot more that goes into creating a high converting website. But just to get the basics, that's what we are. But yeah, our goal here is to make things with a website builder easy, quick, and simple. So it's just boom, boom, boom. You don't have to, you have a lot of stuff you have to worry about, like Avenatti said, during this international time. It's stressful. You don't want your website building to be stressful. Let's take one thing off your plate. And that being said, there's a lot of website builders out there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And you may be familiar with a few of these. And I'd like to know in the chat, guys, have you ever used a website builder? You let me know yes or no. And if you have, what challenges did you have? People watching on YouTube, people watching on Facebook. While I'm talking about call to action, if you haven't, please like this video. And please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when we have more training updates. All right, for our first website builder, I think you might be familiar with this one, Abby, and folks watching, it is Squarespace.
I'm here.
And you've seen Squarespace probably on a YouTube ad, I would imagine, or maybe you've used it. I used it myself when I was first starting. Squarespace has a pretty nice website builder when you're starting, but the problem is after you get the website, the same thing happens where you set up a website, it looks good, but to get your own domain to do a bunch of stuff, it does get complicated, and then it does get pricey. But Squarespace is one of them, and as you can see, I'm not here to necessarily judge any website builder, but just to show you them and see, hey, yes, you can create a website, you can create a blog and a portfolio, and they even have templates, but it's going to take a lot of different things, and it's not something you're going to be able to do super fast. But you will be able to create it, but then there's going to be some pricey stuff. You've used Squarespace, correct, Abby, or have you seen it?
No, it's the first time I see.
Ah,
There
okay.
are so many different website builders, and it's the first time I see this one.
Okay, so that's Squarespace. Just real quick, that's a good one. I know a lot of people do that when they start and they have ads on YouTube as well. Next one is Wix. I think you guys have seen.
Yeah, I have seen that on TV.
Yeah, Wix is on TV. It's on YouTube. It's on what isn't it actually? And you can bring a site together with Wix. The issue is, again, yeah, you can get it set up quickly, but then there's pricing stuff involved. There's a lot of different things. And yes, it is mobile friendly. It is drag and drop, and they do have templates, but there's a lot of different things to get into. And my thing is, let's get the website up as quick as possible and get it set up as efficiently as possible.
I think I tried to do that with a client, but he was not that well with the idea of having to pay for it after the trial, because he was a business owner that he wanted to do a website, but then he had to spend money in order to use it. So, and also because it was a trial or something like that. So maybe it was this or was another one, but yeah, you have to be willing to spend money. And also, if it's not spend money, then you have most of the time you have to add your payment details, even if it's a trial. You have to add your payment details. So if you don't have the payment details, maybe you are not able to use it.
Yeah, and I do believe Wix and Squarespace to get started after the trial. And I could be wrong on this, so I do apologize in advance if I am incorrect on Wix and Squarespace. But you have to, after the thing expires, pull out your credit card. Even if you haven't made money, you got to get your credit card and start paying monthly. Again, it comes down to you have to pay for something, but you haven't made money yet, so you're going into the red before you're going into the green. The next one, you may have seen this one. This is a pretty big one. And it is pretty good. It's called Builderall. Has an octopus as their mascot, and they have a lot of different things they do. They have a website builder. They have membership sites, A/B split testing. They have quite a lot of marketplaces, and it is pretty good. I looked at this one myself back in the day, but then I said, okay, let's get started. I had a bunch of domains, and I did look at the plans and stuff. And as much as I loved it, as great as it was, that was too much for me to afford. You familiar with Builderall, Abby?
Yeah, I have heard when it started, I started using it, but I was starting using the email marketing platform they have. But then I think they changed stuff in there, so I was not able to continue with the monthly membership in there. Just the same like a Weber. I just stopped spending money on email marketing, man.
Yeah. The hard part and the big part of all of this is getting it set up quickly and easily. But then you have to also spend money before maybe you have your idea and you're working and you're taking action, and you have to spend some money to actually start profiting. And that's when a lot of people say, no, I don't want to spend monthly on this. I'm going to go back. And that's the issue I've seen sometimes happen on different platforms. The last one, the one that we talked about, and we also talked about it yesterday, is Elementor.
And this is the jungle.
The jungle.
So I enjoy it really using Elementor. I enjoy it, but after several days trying to set up a squeezy page, like a lead capture page, that's what I was trying to achieve. And I spent like several days trying to do it. I have to look for the right thing in order to make it work properly, to work with Elementor properly. So I said, well, I have to work with the right theme in order to do that, because it was not. I tried to activate the inbuilt theme they have, but also it was conflicting with another theme, because there is something I could not get rid of it in the title. And I said, well, how can I? It was just a small frame that I was not able to take away. And I
Yeah.
said, well, how in the world I'm going to get rid of that? Do I have to get into the code to get rid of that? I said, I could not do it. So I had to pick another theme. And oh, yes, great. This theme helped me to work great with Elementor. So I figured out that, I don't know how long it took me to figure out that out.
Yeah, no, I've been in
Yeah.
the same boat. I had a theme called Avado, which I still use on one of my websites, and then it conflicted with Elementor, and then I had to go back and forth, and then I had to go on Fiverr, get a developer. We had to look through the code. I had to spend money.
Yeah.
Where is this thing going? And then you have to, then he has an opinion. It's almost like going to a doctor. It's fine when it's working, but then when you have a problem, okay, this dev says we'll try this, I'll go into the code, and it gets very messy. Then you have 4 or 5 developers trying to fix this thing, and nobody knows everything about WordPress and the themes. So I love Elementor. It is great to use. Me and Abby have both used it, but again, if you don't want to jump into code, if you don't want to deal with idiosyncrasies, and here's the fun part, as we said, when you update plugins, you update WordPress, and you update the theme, and then you get that call, or you have to make that call in the morning, and it's not a fun time. So those are some of the builders: Squarespace, Wix,
It's the
Builder.
same with Google. You don't know the Google when Google updates stuff, the Google slap. Now this will be the how do you say the WordPress slap
Yeah, the WordPress
when it
slap.
gets updated. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Abby, we didn't want to get slapped anymore. So in a little bit, I'm going to show you the one solution to build, grow, and sell in one place and get your website up. But people watching on Facebook, people watching on YouTube, I would love to know, have you used any of these platforms? And they are good platforms: Wix, Squarespace, Builderall, and Elementor. And what was your experience? Did you create anything? And these drag and drop websites are not limited to what I showed. There's probably hundreds, probably thousands of them on the internet. But here's the 2 big takeaways I want. How quickly can you use them? And the big question is, can you use them without having to start paying money before you profit? Because that's the big one. The thing that gets people is they have a cool idea like I did. They start out, they get it, they set up the Wix website, the Squarespace. They're still learning, they're still trying to figure it out. Then all of a sudden their trial expires. Well, I want to keep that website, but then I have to spend X amount and X amount. And then, okay, I got busy, I didn't use it. And then I'm out a couple hundred, thousand, whatever it is, maybe even a few dollars. But wouldn't you like to save money on it, get it set up like that, and then start working on it simply and easily? I think that's the best solution, especially now. A lot of people don't want to spend money, as you said, because of the international situation. It's kind of scary to spend money, even for me. I'm like, okay, well, what can I cut out? What do I really need? Because you don't know what's going to happen. So it's a tough time. So to alleviate that, I'm going to share my screen. I am in the dashboard of DotcomPal. Now, to get this website going, I am going to go ahead and create a new business. And if you're interested in learning how to set up a new business, you have some questions, that's fine. I'll go through everything here. If you still have more questions after you get everything set up, if you want to set up another business, you can go to the getting started here and set stuff up as well. So I have my business selector here. I'm going to go ahead and click add new. And give me 1 second. I forgot to log in, or I forgot to renew my session. I'm going to click add new. And then we go to add your new business. I do have a video on this, but just to give you an idea, what you're doing here is you're coming up with a name for your business. This does not have to be a registered business. This could be an idea for your business, and it's going to add a subdomain to .compal.co. So today I'm just going to put drag and drop website test, and go ahead and click next. And then it'll ask Do you have a website, or do you want to create one? You can add your existing website here by going and taking some code that you'll be able to generate, which is in another getting started video, copying it, putting it in the header code. And if you don't know how to do that, you can actually invite a developer or consult our support staff as well. So for this one, I'm going to click no. I want to create one and hit next. And then it's going to ask the question, what best describes your business? This is kind of your niche. Do you sell digital products? Are you a freelancer? You have an agency. Maybe you sell physical products. You're doing some more e-commerce, selling t-shirts, cups, mugs, fitness products, stuff like that. Maybe you have a large website, blog, community. Do you do affiliate marketing? Do you create campaigns with landing pages? Or do you sell professional services? Maybe you're a dentist, a plumber, a accountant, or you can click other and put a little bit about your business here. I'm going to select one, and then I'm going to hit finish. Literally, I set up a business in 3 clicks. 3 clicks is all I needed. And then I have my dashboard set up here, all ready to go. And just a note, you can set up your custom domain here, and you can also connect your website. If you do have an existing website, don't worry. And if you have some integrations you're using, you can click on these 3 dots here and bring in your third-party integrations if necessary. So now that I have everything.
That's the beauty of DotcomPal. I wanted to share that part,
Sure.
that you can set many businesses at the same time, and each business will have its independent set of features that you can use for that business. For example, you can set up you can set up a separate income stream with each one of them, and
Yeah.
also you can set up a whole website, a drag and drop website for each one of those businesses too. So it's really nice, really well organized. So you can do that with any business, with any of your businesses too, and also with businesses of local businesses or etc.
Yes. And a great thing is you can create a new business, set up a new website for it, set up a new team for it, set up a new, just about everything here. And that is really, really cool. And one thing, if you like, you can go here, home, and you can manage all of your businesses here. You can see all your businesses here, and you can go ahead and manage them. And you can click on settings here. And remember how I was talking about social media, guys, getting all your social media links. So I'm in my drag and drop.
Yeah.
It's going to add, these are saved, but you're going to want to go to your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter. I don't actually use Twitter a whole lot, and your YouTube, and you can save those there. And it'll say business profile updated successfully.
Twitter is good for instant traffic.
It is.
You should be able to. Yeah, I was trying to use it for instant traffic, and it's really quick to get traffic from there. So
Yeah.
it depends on the strategies we use with it.
Yes, this is true. I don't have my Twitter link readily available, but I will in the future. But this is my Facebook, my LinkedIn, and my YouTube. And then you can update your Twitter here by going to, your business details and your social media and hitting save. You might be wondering why I'm doing that. I will show you in a second. So now that we have that set up, I would recommend having that at least set up, just the social media stuff. You want to go to build. It's going to illuminate in white here. You're going to hover over it and click on it. Now you're going to go to website and click set up a site. Choose, I have the theme here. There will be more themes in the future. I can click preview to see it, or I can just go ahead and get it going. So this is the theme. And as you can see, this is a pretty modern website. It has 18 pages. Start here, contact us, terms and conditions. All the content is done for you. And here's the cool thing. You can use drag and drop, and you'll be able to modify all of this, and the colors will be concurrent. I'm going to show you how quick you can set this up. For me, roughly, it took me about day and a half to just set up a WordPress website. Then it took me a couple days to do the SEO. Then it's going to take you more time to do the content. Then you want to do security stuff maybe in another day, like Jetpack stuff, so people don't comment. You're going to want to do things to like make sure you don't get unwanted traffic, unwanted things. So it takes a lot. I would say WordPress takes at least a few days. At least a few days. Is that fair, Abby? It's not. It's not a 10-second thing. So here's the
Yeah,
cool.
it's fun. It's fun if you have all the time in the world to do that.
But
If you have all day and you are nothing else, you don't have anything else in your life. Okay, spend all day and the whole week in order to figure out what to do with the WordPress thing. Cool. But if you have a job, or you have a business to do, or you have a family to attend, if you have other things to do, then you have to spend like a month, spending like 2 hours today, 2 hours, 3 hours every day, and tomorrow and the next, and 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Okay, oh, I finished my WordPress site now. Cool. I'm happy with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I remember being weekends, like just sitting down and learning WordPress stuff just to fix one or two things up in top here. So let me show you how I do this. Literally, I have a theme color, which I can change just like that. To change colors on WordPress
Yeah.
website, sometimes you have to go in the code. You're going up here, you're going down here, you're going across the street, you're trying this. You ask a developer, oh, I think it's there, and then you get one color change, and you're excited. And it was
I remember doing that. I remember doing that for a business.
so
Yeah.
here, I'm choosing a color. Maybe I want to have my sign up form a little different color so it stands out. And I can choose maybe another color palette here. Ooh, what do I want? That looks pretty good. And then I can play around with these. I can do all types of stuff with the color. I do like red. So I'm gonna, get this sign up now looking pretty good here. I like the way that looks, and I'm done with the color. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. I have the header here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. The footer, I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. We're 80% with done in 3 clicks. Then I have all these pages. Check them out. All these pages to the business I just created. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Congratulations. In 4 clicks. Do we count?
That is only one thing, man. There are many, many things that will be available really, really soon. At any moment, DotcomPal will publish many themes, website themes, entire website themes, and we can use them like that. Like just in a few clicks, you can set up a complete website, a nice looking website, and also mobile ready, and with a bunch of call to actions. Everything is perfectly put in what it should be. And also you can even get into it and edit anything you want. You can edit anything you want. So that's just an example of this theme. There are many more. Now, can you compare this theme with the WordPress ones?
Yeah. Well, the WordPress theme, and then here's even a funny thing. Sometimes I take the zip file and then it would fail, and then I'm like, "Why? Oh, you got to change memory on your server." And I go, and then here's the fun part. If you remember, you had to install demo content. Oh, how do I do that? There's a README. Okay, you go through the README. Okay, I got the demo content installed, and then I go to Theme Forest looking like, what do I have to do next? So now we can continue editing. And when I say it's drag and drop, I literally mean that. There's a bunch of elements here. So I can bring any of these in if I'd like, or I can just start editing. Like you see the affiliate pal thing. I can click on it, click change image, and then I can upload images from my computer. I have my logo here. So I can just, do that. I got my logo here. I can, if I don't want this here, I can get rid of it. I can also say here, learn.
There is something else you can show there. It's that you can also move anything in there.
Yes.
That is something really, really nice, that you can just grab something and you can put it wherever you want and it will stay there. I really like that because it's something, it's not robotic. You can move it and you can play around with it and you can drag it, drop it anywhere you want and it will stay there. So I really like that too.
So yeah, I can move it here. If I'd like, I can move these up. So say I want these a little higher. I can move all of these up. And here's the nice thing. If I want, I can delete a couple of these.
Yeah.
I need them. And I can move the sign in wherever I'd like. Say I want to move this in the middle. I can do that. All I'd have to do is delete these guys out. And then I can move these.
You can even select them by group.
On them.
And also you can move them all together up too. That's another way, another thing you can do.
Another cool way to do it, yeah. I can move everything at once, or I can do that as well. And then I can also grab this, put it in the center here. And I can keep moving and playing with this until it looks how I want. And then let's say, just for the heck of it, I want to bring in another element. I can do that as well. I can also resize this box. So I've lined them up. And we're going to move this a little bit more.
So when we say drag and drop, we mean it.
Yeah.
You drag and drop. You don't have to get inside the code. You have, well, I want to move this. What will I do to move this? Well, you can just drag it and drop it.
Yeah.
Just drag what you want to drag and drop it whatever you want. And that's the beauty of the new technology right now, today's technology to build websites the easy way.
Yeah.
For doing this, you have to spend a lot of hours, a lot of money, a lot of time, and trying to do this with the coders. But that's something we have to do. Like people don't have to code in order to get this. That's the work of the coders, and also that's the work of the smart people who created this. They spend all the hours and all the time and all the money in the world in order to create. So for you to spend just a few minutes dragging and dropping stuff. That's the idea.
Yeah, the idea is developers do the hard work while you create your website and get your business going, especially now with everything that's going on. You're busy, I'm busy, Avi's busy using SendGrid. He has a lot of stuff to do. We all have stuff to do. So here, in less than 20 minutes, learn video marketing for YouTube quickly. Get a free account for your business. Market all from one place. Sign up now. Call to action. Quick things: host and plan video first. Free report on how to start and grow online, and free training on how to get the best out of. And I can change that to RS video marketing. And then just stretch this, and boom. So it's literally drag and drop. If I'd like to bring in, see their social media icons. You can bring in everything here from text to paragraphs to images to video to opt-in forms to more spaces to space it out. You can even bring HTML if you are a developer and you want to do some code here, PayPal buttons. If I want to bring in social, all my social media links, I just click on social, literally drag and drop. And you remember how I put those Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn and all that stuff and Pinterest there. I can do that there. I can also move the information, play with the helpful links. And the nice thing about this is it's very, very simple to use. It's very, very intuitive. And there, I have a branded website based on what I do with video marketing. What I would do is just adjust the links here, adjust the sign up here, and I am good to go. If there's any problems ever, I can click help here. And the nice thing is, as I said, you have all of the elements here that you can literally click and drag over. Then here you can have your lead form. You can look at your website header, footer, menu if you'd like to. Those are all really nice things. And the cool thing is you can just keep playing with this. You know, if you wanted to, oh, I don't like red for some reason. Okay, change it to blue. And you can see all of your web pages here. And when you're done with that,
I like it.
I love it too. And then you can click on mobile. Now you're going to need to do a little bit of changing around here. Maybe you're going to need to resize some things, move some things around, but it is still drag and drop. All this is still drag and drop. Now I won't be able to show you mobile after the thing because it's going to be on my phone. That's basically how I do mobile. I recommend doing desktop first and then adjusting the mobile, and then boom.
Yeah, that's what I do. I first do website, and then I spend just a few minutes trying to fix it on mobile. But this is something really nice because sometimes it is hard to get a website to be 100% responsive. There are some pages that are still not responsive. So it is important. It is important you have to work with a website builder that gives you the opportunity to be responsive, mobile responsive. That's very important. And here you can see exactly how you want it to look in a mobile responsive, in desktop, in tablet, etc.
Yes. So you have the mobile version here and the desktop version here. They look like the icon. And here's the really cool thing. You can preview it if you're happy, or if not, if you want to just go ahead and publish it. There's a couple things you can do. You can make it public right away. If you have a membership site, it's members only. Say you're making a membership site for affiliate marketing or for internet marketing, you can do members only, and you can do password protected as well, and even select a date when you want to have it published. Say if you're doing a launch or you just want to have a certain time when it goes up, and then you go ahead and click publish. And that was a website. That was a whole website. Boom. So guys, let me know in the chat, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are watching, have you ever seen a website get set up that fast? I would love to know. Now you have all the web pages here. We have the home, and you can go ahead and click view. You can take a look at the different things here. We can look at all the different articles, stuff like that. As you notice, I still have my icon here, and you can see all the different stuff here. So what if we want to go ahead and edit a web page? We can go ahead and click edit here. And just give it a second. It's loading. And then it's the same idea, drag and drop. Like it's 6 ways to start video marketing.
Something cool too about that is that if you decide to edit the header, it will be edited automatically in all the pages inside the website, all of them at the same time. So you don't have to go every page and edit it, and so you can the header can look same. No, you just only need to edit one of the pages header, and it will be updated in all of them at the same time.
Yeah. So you can, your header is going to be static, and you can come in here doing the same thing. You can delete, edit, you can add whatever you want. You can add links, you can change the font, you can do whatever you'd like to these web pages, and then go ahead and publish them. All these web pages come when you publish that. So it's not something you have to go and directly create. So you have all your web pages here. It looks awesome. People are excited. They're checking out your website. And if anytime you want to view your site, you can click view site here. Last thing to show really quick is the new web page. You can create a new web page. And this is really cool. Drag, drop, test web page. And say you don't like, say you want more pages than you got. That's fine. That makes sense. Everybody wants more pages. Here's a cool thing. How I just showed you the article. Oh, I have all these things in the gallery, and there's quite a lot of stuff here. I can go ahead and select another web page. Say I want to write another article. I have another blog post coming up, and I just need to get another article. Say it's for a launch of a product. I can come in here, and then same mentality. Why product XYZ is the best. Get it now. And then I can go ahead and keep editing stuff here. It helps with ROI, And as remember, you can bring in all your elements here to the left, and just keep playing around with this, keep working with it. If there's something that you're interested in, definitely there's a web page to create for it. And the nice thing is, if you remember Abby creating a page in WordPress, you had to create the page, you had to get the content, then you publish it. The content doesn't look right. You're playing with headers, you're playing with footers, you're I need H1, H2, what looks good, and then something's a little bit off here. The font doesn't match.
One of the hardest part I deal with WordPress is the header. Man, it was a pain. Here you can just move things around. you can edit the header there and the footer too. You can just move things around. Just move, drag it and drop it everywhere, and it will stay wherever you put it. And that's impossible with WordPress. With WordPress, you have to get into the code and try to see, well, where can I enable the social buttons? Where can I do this? And where can I do that for the header so all the pages can look the same? Here, you can just move it around, just click, drag it, drop it, and there it will stay there, and it will be the same for all the pages inside the website. So it's a lot of easier to handle.
Yeah, and that's one thing I love too. Yeah, I had problems with the header and footer myself, and then doing anchors and then doing stuff. And then you can do different things with all the pages here. You can customize them simply with drag and drop. And then this is all optimized. One nice thing here is you can also, last thing to show you, is you can change the title of the page here through the settings wheel. You can do conversion goals just like your lead pages if you want for sales, lead acquisition, or share. Put your Google Analytics, your Facebook remarketing, your third-party JavaScript. You can do the SEO for the page title, keyword, and meta description, cookie consent. And if you'd like to restore a version, remember how you made an issue or you had a problem, Abby, on WordPress, you'd have to go in your hosting and restore a backup. And then sometimes it didn't work, and then I'm on not the phone, but the chat with the hey, can we restore this? Something happened or I broke something.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it's always
hard.
funny. It's funny looking back. It's not funny dealing with it. So you have a desktop view and a mobile view here as well. And the cool thing is there's also training videos here as well to assist you. And then you can go ahead and publish this page, and you can make any page public, members only, or password protected if you'd like. And then you can go ahead and publish that guy. So that's how easy and simple it is, not only to create a website, but to get customizable pages based on themes to your website and get it going. And you can do this all, just starting off making an account. And if you want to know the analytics, you can click on the analytics here. It'll show you the total visits, your audience, your contacts, your conversions, and it'll give you audience traffic. You can see what tech they're using. And by that, I mean what OS, Android, Windows, Linux, iOS, something else, what browser, Chrome, Opera, Android, Safari. You can even see the device they're using and the location. That might be a big one. Which location are they coming from? And that is located all in build here. And you can see a video on that as well. So right now, does anybody have any comments, any questions, any ideas, or anything they would like to know?
Can I show something?
Yes.
Let me share my screen.
Go ahead.
I would like to share something cool about. Can you see my screen?
I'm gonna add it here. Yes.
Okay, you see, I'm in Grow, and also I went to landing pages, and I wanna create a new page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here is raining, so the internet is kind of slow, but still it's loading fast. Here you see templates, right? But here, if you want to create a web page from scratch by using drag and drop, this is how you do it. Like here, you create a page from scratch. For doing this, you can look for like other website. Maybe you like a website and you say, oh, I like that website and I would like to create something similar. You can do this. You can do this. Like you can create a page and create it from scratch. And here you can then start building it, not creating it, building it. Dragging and dropping stuff here in the page. Let it go a little bit. It's raining here right now.
No, I understand. When it's super snowy.
Okay, so here you see the elements. You see page elements. You also see here widgets and all that. But here the page elements you can start. You see?
Yes.
You start with a headline. If you wanna build a how do you say a lead capture page?
Yeah.
Oh, you start with a headline. Then you can maybe you would like to add a video or an image. It's most of the time is here in the left, and also you can add, let's say, video here, an image here, just representing an image. You see, I can just drag it and drop it whenever you want. I can also here add a form. Maybe I would like to add a form here, or maybe the form is here. And also I can add icons here. Any icon I want to drag and drop it. And here I can add a paragraph here and maybe create some bullet points, something like that. Maybe here's a bullet point and I want to add the icon. There's another one here and just resize it. Maybe put text bigger. So you can do something however you want without getting into the code. Just click, edit, and also you want to do something else or somewhere else, just grab it and drop it whenever you want. And also the image, or maybe you want to add a video, just drag it and drop it. You will need to select a video for doing this. And there you have it too. Maybe I don't like this image here. I would like to create a video squeezy page. It's another one here. I can just duplicate it. Here, I can also duplicate it. Here again. So you don't have to deal with other stuff and just edit stuff in here. Here the list, and also, so it's easier. Like just only dragging and dropping stuff and doing whatever you want and put it however you want and make it look however you like, because maybe you like something online and well, I would like to create something similar to that, and you can do so here without getting into the code and also making it look nice too at the same time. Maybe you now have to get online and I have to go on mobile and fix all these, which will take just quick too. Here I can have the video below. Here I can drag, and this is something really hard. It is hard to fix bullet list for mobile. It's really hard, man. And here you can just do it. Everything is done. You just only have to drag it and drop it and make it look cool for mobile too. And it's something you do once too.
Cool, man. Yeah, thank you very much for that demonstration. That really helped. So
here, and I don't know where the other one went. Yeah, that's it. So, okay, it's because I have to hide the other text is here. I can grab it because I'm sharing my screen. But of course, you won't be editing your page while you are sharing your screen. So this is how you can do stuff here easily and quick, and just publish it. And I want to tell you something. My internet connection is really, really slow. I want to show you that. Okay, where is the new page? This is the new page. Let's take a look. And there you have it. Now you see, I already connected my .com page. I already connected to my domain. So this is how it looks, man. And you create a page, it gets created inside your original domain. Oh, sorry, this is just testing. So if you create a page, it will be like this. You see, there is no .com domain here, and you create it inside .com. But as you connect your domain to .com, all the pages you create will be with your domain. So no one will know. Well, I can hide this logo too. If I don't want to show the .com logo, I can hide it too. But this is quick, man. This is fast. And also, this is my internet connection. Can you see? Can you see that, Karim?
Yeah, I can. It's taking a bit.
160 kbps. Do you think my internet sucks? Man, this is low. I'm not talking about megabytes. I'm talking about kilobytes. My internet is really, really bad.
Yes.
And look what I did with .com. Everything just worked fine. .com is fast and it's quick, and my internet connection sucks, but still I can work. I think I call it a miracle that I can work with this so low connection and it still can do stuff online and create beautiful pages really, really quick. So it means that .com is fast. It is a fast loading server that helps a lot with low, really low internet connections too. I know there are countries, I don't know how fast you are there with your internet connection, but I have heard that there are like 20 megabytes and I don't know, 50, 100. There is a friend of mine that he was testing, it was like 60 megabytes with an M, 60 megabytes fast. I goes, man, that's extremely fast. And look what I used to work, man, really, really slow. So this is how cool that Compoly is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, because some people might say, oh, well, my internet isn't that great, or it's a little bit slower. Can I actually use this? This is something I can use on that connection, and you can. And, anybody on YouTube, Facebook, have you ever had challenges with that? Is that something you'd like to overcome? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know, have you ever seen a website created that fast, as fast as me and Abby created it? That would get you excited. So I want to thank everybody. And as I said before, make sure to like, subscribe, share this video, get the word out there. And definitely, if you'd like to get your commissions from 30 to 50%, and you have DotcomPal with us, now is the time to go pro, literally become a pro with unlimited visits, contacts, websites, an advanced business website, we've shown membership sites, and a couple awesome bonuses. And if you have not started with us, get a free account. Why? Because you can set up websites like we showed today really quickly, and a business, get 50 landing pages. And the nice thing is you will have $100 a month service for free. No credit card required, but don't just get it for free. Use it to build, grow, sell, and manage in one place. Me and Abby will be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard for more tips and tricks to help you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kareem with Team DotcomPal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, sell, and manage in one place. I want to thank my co-hosts Abanati and Shirag and Manish in the morning for doing amazing videos as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in from YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to know when we do more videos like these live. All right, everyone. Take care. Stay well.